Hey, you guys. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. If you're watching on today's replay or you're watching live, happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. We are not having Halloween today because it is flooding here in Louisiana. So our town actually changed Halloween to 2 days ago. So we've already done our Halloween festivities. So yeah, it doesn't really seem like Halloween here today because our kids already went trick or treating and we've already done everything that we're going to do for Halloween. But happy Halloween. Let's go ahead and let's get into it because the drama between Ryan Edwards and his soon to be ex wife, Mackenzie, it continues to happen. I mean, whether it be another court situation happening or Mackenzie and Ryan's pregnant girlfriend fighting on social media, it seems like every few days there is something happening in Ryan Edwards' life. So now what's coming out is that Mackenzie has sued Ryan Edwards for child support. She is suing him for back time child support. In this court filing, she is revealing how much money she makes a month, and she also revealed what she thinks that Ryan is making a month, which is substantially larger than what she makes. And she's also saying, like, listen, I have the kids 365 days a year. They stay with me every night. He doesn't really see them. I should be getting child support. He makes way more money than I make. And it's also being alleged through this article that I'm reading that a source spoke to, I think, the Sun and said that Ryan has been the one kind of postponing their divorce, that it hasn't been Amanda, that it hasn't been Mackenzie, that they have had court dates where they're supposed to get together and make things happen to further their divorce along, and that he is the one that is prolonging and postponing this situation. So let's go ahead, let's get into it, you guys. So several articles have come out about the latest drama happening with this court filing. The Ashley says Ryan Edwards sued by ex Mackenzie for back child support. She alleges that Ryan refuses to pay her. Ryan is being sued by Mackenzie after she alleged that he refused to pay child support for their two children, who Mackenzie claims are under their father's care 0 days out of the year. As we know, Ryan and Mackenzie, they share two kids together. They have a 6-year-old son, Jagger, and a 4-year-old daughter, Stella, and they are in the middle of a nasty divorce battle and a nasty custody battle. I mean, literally at one point, Ryan asked for full custody. I'm like, Ryan, I know you're doing better, and like, I'm glad that you're doing better, but you can't come out swinging like that when it comes to kids. You cannot be, last year ODing, getting arrested as much as you did, and then a year later file for full custody of your kids against your ex who has never been arrested. Like, I'm glad you have goals, that your goals are to potentially try to have some sort of custody with the kids, but asking for full custody, domicile parent, and asking that she pay you child support, that's a little too much. The article goes on to state that Mackenzie accused Ryan of not helping her support the kids, so she is now taking legal action to remedy the situation. In court documents, Mackenzie notes that the court should order Ryan to fulfill his child support obligations as she has physical custody of the two children and they are with her 365 days out of the year. And if you guys remember, or if you don't, I'm going to remind you, when Ryan filed his filing for what he wanted the parenting plan to look like, he filed that he would have full custody. He filed that Mackenzie would pay him child support. And he also filed that if she did not pay him child support, that like the judge would place a judgment against her if she did not pay him child support. And I'm like, now here you are not paying her child support when literally your parenting plan that you submitted to the judge was you wanted full custody, you wanted her to pay you child support, and you wanted the judge to put a judgment against her if she did not pay you child support. And here you are not paying her child support. So does that mean a judge should place a judgment against you? Cameron Hall says he didn't pay child support for Bentley either, did he? I don't think so, but it's been so long. I'm really unsure. But I feel like he probably didn't. In the court documents, it says, the court documents also claim that Ryan is gainfully employed, earning more than 6 times what Mackenzie earns in 1 month. It says because the mother has physical custody of the party's 2 children and the father is gainfully employed, the court should order child support to be paid by the father to the mother during the pendency of the case. And at the final hearing, said child support obligation be made permanent. While Mackenzie lists her monthly income as $3,000, her good faith estimate for income for Ryan, who appeared on the last season of Teen Mom The Next Chapter, is listed at $18,440 a month. Right, shenanigans? None of these fools should get an MTV paycheck if they're not supporting their kids. I concur. I concur there. All right, so as the Ashley recently revealed, Ryan is earning a $35,000 paycheck for each episode of Teen Mom he appears in. According to the Ashley source, Ryan is earning a $35,000 check per episode. I don't know how many episodes he was in. But I would say probably more than 2, probably more than 3. So that's, he works. Ryan also is a mechanic. So he's earning. And hey, Shorty. Hey, hey, hey. Everybody say welcome to Shorty. She just become a member of the channel. Thank you so much. It is so greatly appreciated when we get members on this channel. I can't even tell you how much I appreciate it. So thank you, Shorty. Everybody, welcome Shorty to the LB family. Hey, hey, hey. So yeah, Ryan has a second job as well. Like he's not just on the show, he is a mechanic. And I think I was gonna say I think he's a diesel mechanic, but I'm actually not sure. He's a mechanic of some sort. And mechanics, they make pretty decent living as well. The Ashley can also reveal that Ryan began working a regular job in August. Okay. And he now makes about $27 an hour as a diesel mechanic. I guess I should have read it a little further. So he makes $27 an hour as a diesel mechanic. Okay, Mackenzie is requesting the court set current child support as well as retroactive child support to backdate of the date of her and Ryan's separation. As far as how much time the kids are spending with each parent, Mackenzie stated in her filing that she has the children 365 days a year and Ryan has them 0 days. The Sun previously reported that Ryan does have visits with his kids twice a month. He reportedly sees Jagger and Stella every other Saturday at 12 p.m. to Sunday at 6 p.m. at his mom, Jen's house. So every other Saturday from noon until the next day at 6 p.m. Despite Mackenzie and Ryan still being legally married, Ryan will soon be welcoming another kid, as his girlfriend Amanda is currently pregnant, expecting their first child. And honestly, I'm going to continue and then I'll say a hearing has been set for December regarding Mackenzie's child support request. Meanwhile, the former couple's court hearing to discuss a parenting plan for Jagger and Stella was continued earlier this week to November. And according to a source is saying that Ryan is actually the one that keeps pushing back the divorce. That he didn't show up to one of the court hearings. He fired his attorney. He had to get another attorney. So all of these things happening with Ryan has pushed back the proceedings of the divorce. But either way, I can tell you, and I'm sure anybody that lived through this or still lives through this, like I have, feels what I'm saying. When you have children or a child by a man that is living his life, he's working, he has a girlfriend, the girlfriend has kids that ain't his, or him and the girlfriend get pregnant and have another child, and you see that man raising his girlfriend's kids or his new baby, and you see, them go into the fair with the girlfriend's kids, and you know dang well your baby daddy is footing the bill for your girlfriend's kids to go to the fair. And listen, I'm like, I want all kids to have a great childhood. I want all kids to be able to go to the fair and enjoy themselves. I want them to get to participate in everything that a kid should be able to participate in. But I'm like, if I'm over here struggling to take my kids to the fair, or if I'm over here struggling to put clothes on my kids' back, if I'm over here struggling to put, food on my kids' table, and I see that you're doing it for somebody else's kids and you're not doing it for our kids, I got a problem with that. So I do wonder in this instant, it's not that Ryan's girlfriend Amanda, well, yeah, Ryan's girlfriend Amanda actually does have a kid, but they don't, he doesn't live with her. But she's about to have a child now. So I do feel like once Amanda has this child and Mackenzie sees this child, wearing nice clothes and participating in things, if Ryan is still not paying her child support, I feel like that would probably have some sort of impact on her. Because I know it did me. I know whenever my husband worked offshore for 10 years and the oil field crashed and he got laid off and we were struggling financially. And my older two kids' dad, he had a he had a good job, but he started dating this girl with 6 kids, and he was taking her and her 6 kids to the zoo and taking them to the water park. And meanwhile, me and Sean, we were literally like barely getting by. But Harrison Kay's dad, he was taking his girlfriend and her 6 kids they were just living their best life. And I'm over here like, can you help out a little bit? Can you help out with your 2 kids at least before do what you're doing for her kids? Megan, thank you so much. Love your channel. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate the support so much. Um, these men in Audacity, they love that. Yeah, so you got to sell a kidney to afford taking care of a kid. Oh my goodness. You got to sell a kidney to afford taking a kid to our county fair. LOL. Yes, here too. Here too. It's $25 a wristband. You can buy tickets, but it's like the tickets are like 2 for $1. So I don't know. It's always better for my family to get the wristbands because my kids, most of them can ride anything, or actually all of them at this point can ride any ride. So tickets was always like, oh my goodness, we're going to buy so many of them. So let's just go ahead and get the wristbands. So $25 a pop for a wristband for a family of 8, and then some things at the fair, they only take cash. Like you can't do it with a wristband. Like if you want to throw the darts at the balloons, you got to pay $2 or $3 a piece to do it. There's still some things at the fair that you have to like pay cash for. And then, if the kids want to eat, if you didn't get to feed them beforehand, but there's been times that we have been like, no, we have to eat before we go to the fair. We're not eating at the fair because by the time we get our tickets, we're literally going to be broke, you know? Yeah, we do wristbands too, and for a family of 8, yeah, we're spending some money, you know? Even haunted houses this year was high. Yeah, yeah. And then, like, our older kids are getting to the point to where, like, we take them, but then, like, the next day, they get invited to go with their friends, and they're like, "Can I go with my friend?" And we're like, "The bank account is crying right now," you know? So, I'm like, Ryan has his own house with a girlfriend that she does not work, so he's taking care of her. He's footing the bill for his girlfriend. She just got dental work done. I don't know if her insurance paid for it or if that's something that Ryan paid for. But I can tell you, as someone that lived the life of struggling with her older kids and seeing their dad like take care of this woman and her kids, it can be upsetting, which I've always been like, I'm glad to see that this girl's kids are getting to do things. Like, that's awesome. But my kids are having to go without, and that's their dad, and he's doing for them, but not my kids. So I'm in Louisiana. It's $25 per wristband. Yes. I don't think we can do them online. I mean, maybe so. I've never heard of that though. So yeah, I am like, Ryan, you owe her child support. that's the least you can do. If you're gonna fight with her about, they should be able to come to my house and they should be able to be around Amanda. If you're gonna fight with her about that, the least you can do is pay her child support. She's released text messages before where she's like, "Can you like bring some groceries for the kids? Can you do this for the kids?" And he is like, "I'll see. I'll have to see." Like, this woman is making $3,000 a month, and in today's climate, that is nothing. Her rent is probably anywhere from 800 to 1,000. Well, she has a mortgage because, I think she's buying that house. So, I mean, $3,000 a month, just say her house note is 800, then groceries, then the kids been in school, her gas, light bill, cell phone, like, I feel like she's probably freaking broke. I couldn't even imagine trying to make it on $3,000 a month. That's like our family's grocery bill almost, a family of 8. Our grocery bill is, like, expensive. So she's living on $3,000 a month. Meanwhile, he's making $35,000 per episode, and he's making $27 an hour as a diesel mechanic. He's taking care of his pregnant girlfriend who lives with him. She has a child that they probably take to do things, and now they're about to have their own child together that Ryan will be taking care of financially. Meanwhile, he may not be taking care of the kids that he already has. So yeah, he definitely owes her child support. They will be going to court in December. More than likely, the judge will issue back time child support as well, and I think that's only right. Mine owed me 18,000 in child support. Meanwhile, I bought a house with a new girlfriend. I feel you there because the same thing happened to me. Mine owed so much. Bought a house, bought a new truck, bought a house, got married, had another kid, was not paying me nothing. But I gotta give it to him. He actually started paying child support recently, and I'm like, only took you 19 years, but I'm proud of you. Our oldest is 19, and he's actually paying child support now. We have a 17-year-old and a 19-year-old, and he's paying child support. But I'm like, better late than never, right? Um, but yeah, that's true, Brittany. That's true. So if I was Amanda too, like if me and my husband ever got a divorce and I got with a man that had another kid, if he was not trying to take care of that other kid, if he was not happily paying child support to make sure that kid didn't go without, I would not want to be with him because I'm like they should not go without on account of us. Like if we can do it, we should do it and we should want to do it. I love giving to my kids. I love giving to my kids. Like that's what makes me the happiest is to be able to do for my kids and give to my kids and for them to be able to experience all the things that they should experience going through school and things like that. So if I ever dated a man and he's not paying child support, I would be like, you want to be over here helping me pay my bills, but you ain't worried about your kid that's with your ex-wife? That's an issue. Colby says, when my stepkids were underage, my hubby happily paid support for his other 2 kids and never had issues or missed a payment. And that's how it should be. Hey, Heather. Hey, hey, hey. And that's how it should be. So, yeah, you guys leave me your thoughts. He is not a man of good character. That is true, shenanigans. That is true. You guys leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. So, we will keep up with this. When there is a ruling made on this court case, I'll let you guys know. But I definitely feel like the judge is going to order child support. I'm curious how much he's going to order. If Ryan's bringing in on 2 kids, I don't know how much he would have to pay, but I'm sure it would be a big help to Mackenzie to get anything. But you guys hit that thumbs up button on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I am trying desperately to get to 100,000 subscribers before Christmas. So if you're not subscribed, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and hit the thumbs up button on the way out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.